run it back. Hello, that's the Chad calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Chad talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the...
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the GOAT, Tom Brady, and the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots as they take on the 11-year man Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Flush to his right, escaping the pressure right. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jared Davis, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Brady, flushed out right. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, New England. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, it made it pay off.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Lions offense and Matthew Stafford ready to go here. Stafford still a solid quarterback in his 11th season now, but the Lions still yet to win a playoff game under his guidance. And last year's mark of 6-10, the worst since 2012 for the Lions. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And we look now at the Lions offense.
Running back Kerryon Johnson was drafted out of Auburn in the 2nd round of 2018 to become the Detroit Lions' lead running back, something they haven't had in a long time. In fact, in 2018, he ran for over 100 yards in a game in September, the first Lions back over 100 yards since Reggie Bush on Thanksgiving Day in 2013. They're hoping that continues, and he'll be the 3-down runner that they've been seeking.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 18. Brady now to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Benjamin Watson, 82 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Well, here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing his fails. His throw caught. What about the 5? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 17 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Now Matt Prater for the point after.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And he knocks it through. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. Oh, twisting away. And now running right through it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hoyer. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Inman able to bring it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Here's Hoyer, flush to his right. The tight end Lacoste here out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Hoyer now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Hoyer escaping the pressure right. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hoyer. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
He's got Lacoste over the middle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Well, they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre 1st down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
But we've seen a lot
of 1st down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of innovation throughout the years in the NFL. I mean, we've gone from the single wing to the T formation to shotgun, right? Running spread, run and shoot, you name it, right?
To 1st down field goal.
First down field goal fakes. I think that's an innovation that will not catch on.
Buying time to his left. Twisting away. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Hoyer. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rex Burkhead. As time expires in the first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the...
Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it, but boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 16 yards, a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Airing one deep for Curse. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jermaine Curse. 40 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A chance for us to look at the Lions defense again. And we watch. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustment. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Look, they've got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry. 83 yards, and the Patriots add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Lions now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now fails. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man, here is Tommy Lee Lewis.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys. I'm set. Check. Watch the boot.
On second down, Anderson. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On second and 9. Fails. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive... I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first down.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Mike Daniels able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Hey, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready? 43's the mic. Go. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shoot.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
How about that, partner? A little razzle-dazzle. Fake field goal that turns into a pass and a touchdown. Fooled everyone, including us.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's got room. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's
Gostkowski for the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for two up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for two late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So out now come the Lions. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll drop the throw. Pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Hoyer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flush to his right. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own.
After review of the play,
this challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. 3rd down here. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be intercepted. It's the rookie from Vandy, Joejuan Williams, with a pick. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Catch is made by Harry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that...